It was kind of hard, but
it is the mechanics of it that if you learn
about YMC radio. I hope you all enjoy.
In rhythm and conjuring them, imagining them in your head, and then writing them down and hearing them and making a piece of music. So,
or as something that you might encounter in your daily.
And PSAs. We have a student show usually every night in rotation. It's random. It picks one. Our computer does it for us.
My name is Allison Smith, and I'm the Community Outreach Librarian here at Belmont Public Library.
It's nice to meet you, and nice to see this place again.
Nice to meet you as well. Welcome to the sort of last gasp of this building. We'll be moving out in the fall, so a few months from now. So it's nice to be able to do all these sort of send-off events.
I don't remember when the last time I've been in this room was. Oh yeah, that's right, for the mini golf.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay. So my first question is, when did all 41 libraries decide to be part of the Minuteman Library Network?
So the Minuteman Library Network project started off in the early 80s. And at that point, they didn't quite have a name. It was just inelegantly called the Shared Automation Project. And it started off with 14 founding libraries. And they were meeting to the library trustees, administrators, and other employees were meeting to discuss this idea of joining forces and creating a network. It was in 1983 that Minuteman Library Network was given its name and actually became officially incorporated. And then it still took another few years for all of the bylaws and policies and things like that to be put in place, as well as to reach the full membership that we have now of 41 libraries.
It sounds a long process.
Yes. Well, lots of cooks in the kitchen, all with their hearts in the right place, but that always takes a good amount of time just based on the numbers of people and ideas. But yeah, eventually it all came together and is still going strong.
Why do we call our library system Minuteman Library Network?
So this is actually something that's somewhat lost to the sands of time. From the best we can tell, it probably has something to do with the fact that some of these organizing meetings took place at the Carey Memorial Library in Lexington, which is located right across the street from the Lexington Battle Green. That and the fact that a lot of the founding libraries are sort of roughly located along the route to Mass Ave, old Battle Road that went from Lexington to Concord, probably helped inspire the name, as well as the fact that I think there was probably something sort of philosophically appealing about the reputation of the Minutemen being ready to drop everything and respond to the call when it came. Obviously, they were operating in a militaristic fashion, and ours is in more of a peaceful, community-minded fashion these days, or community service-minded, I should say. So there's no exact record of who first proposed the name or how it was officially received at first, but it was sometime early in the process. They knew they were not going to stick with the name of Shared Automation Project, so landed on Minuteman.
How does the in-transit process work?
So without getting too inside baseball-y, basically what happens is let's say books, we do share other items other than books, but for the ease of example, with books, they are scanned at their owning library, scanned or RFID'd, and that triggers the hold that was placed by a patron who is looking to pick up the item at another library. Once it's scanned here, it's put into a delivery that is picked up by the central site managed delivery service that we use. It's brought to a central location for sorting, where it's scanned again, sorted into the appropriate delivery route, and taken to the library where it will be picked up by the patron who placed the hold. And then the same thing happens in reverse once it's returned.
Long process.
Yes, it is kind of complicated, but has been streamlined pretty well over the years. It does take a few business days usually. We try to give people the time frame of 2 to 3 business days, depending on, how quickly the delivery routes are running, inclement weather, and things like that. But for a complicated process, it runs pretty smoothly most of the time.
What types of activities does the Belmont Public Library host?
So we host so many types of activities, almost anything you could think of. As far as adult programming, we have crafts, we have lecture series, we have author visits, of course. What else? We have book clubs. We have events that we collaborate on with community groups who bring ideas to us, or we reach out to them for inspiration or points of connection that we can help with. That includes some of the art displays we have upstairs, concerts that we've held, and recitals, things like that. So we host a whole range of things, and we're always open to new ideas. Basically, if people want to host something here and we are able to provide it, we will do our best to make it happen.
What types of activities does the children's library host in Belmont?
In the same vein, there's a whole range of activities. The children's room is really active here. They have story times, craft activities. There's a summer reading program, which we also have for adults and teens. What else? Summer reading. There are opportunities for parents and caregivers to connect as well, to have sort of a support network there. We also have family book groups that they offer, kid-focused concerts, science programming. We've done a few really successful and popular collaborations with Mass Audubon, where we get some animals in the building or go out to see animals that the kids are often really excited about. So yeah, kind of the same idea. We're happy to host as much as we can with the broadest appeal to as many people in the community as we can.
Kind of animals.
I know they had a reptile person come in, so I personally stayed away from that one because I'm not a huge fan of snakes. That was one. They've also done things with owls and I think rabbits too. So lots of different New England species.
They're just like spiders.
Yeah, there you go. They've probably been in here too, whether invited or not.
I'm just happy you don't live in Australia.
Yes, yeah, that would be challenging.
What's the total number of items that the Belmont Public Library owns?
That is a number that is always fluctuating, but roughly estimated we have about 460,000 physical items and then about 110,000 digital items. And those numbers don't include what we have access to based on our network, the whole network holdings that are available to anybody who wants to request them, as well as all the things you can access from our databases that we provide. So there's a whole lot of things.
That's a lot of items.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, my last and final question is, do you have any most memorable moments working here at the library?
Well, there are definitely a lot of small moments that I really appreciate day to day. The interactions with patrons, the programs that we were able to provide that people give us great feedback on. Those are all really wonderful. but in recent memory, definitely the vote passing on the new library was really exciting, because I think that was, quite literally a vote of confidence for the library's mission, the team that we have here, what we try to provide, what we want to be able to provide going forward into the future. And we're really excited about what that's going to mean after the construction process, which will be, hopefully not too long. Really excited about what the new building is going to be able to provide for the community. And the project itself took in a lot of community input, had a lot of environmentally responsible ideas in mind with the whole building plan. So I think people are going to be really pleased with the result on the other end, and was really happy that this campaign that has been a long time coming, certainly since before I've worked here, a lot of people have put time and effort into it, and the community came out and showed their support, and that felt really nice.
Well, thank you for taking your time out of your day to be a part of this episode, and it was nice meeting you.
Of course, nice to meet you too, and thanks for being interested in the library.
You're welcome.